Tourists from several destinations are returning to Zanzibar after a prolonged period due to COVID-19. Travel disruptions will soon be a thing of the past following the introduction of EDE technology by the local government. This is a new scanning method that can detect COVID-19 virus in the body for the first time in Africa.
Tourists from several destinations are now returning to Zanzibar after a prolonged period due to COVID-19 restrictions. Travel disruptions will soon be a thing of the past following the introduction of EDE technology by the local government. This is a new scanning method that can detect COVID-19 virus in the body, the first in Africa.
When it comes to COVID testing, and as you know, all the tests have been very invasive, and this is the first that is non-invasive, and it is the first in Africa. So this is something that we regard as a big success for Zanzibar.
This non-invasive EDE technology has tested nearly 20,000 people with 93% accuracy even before its launch at Zanzibar International Airport.
EDE, that is exponential deep examination. It makes use of the electromagnetic waves that are emitted by the human body, and it captures any changes in these electromagnetic waves which are due to the infection of the coronavirus. So this is how a person is screened as negative or positive. It is very effective because we have already done many studies, many trials. More than 20,000 individuals have already been tested by this new technology, and we have compared our results with the PCR, so it is around 93.5% sensitive.
This is a relief to travelers who can now do without PCR tests and get scanned even 2 hours before their flights.
The experience with the new testing, it's very quick, it's easy, and it's fine. Before, from floodings and nose, and it's no good for, this is the better.
I'm very lucky today to receive all the passengers who came by Dubai.
Despite the local government acknowledging that Zanzibar has not had a positive case since January, caution is still required to resume the normal travels. The objective remains to facilitate air transit and revive tourism in a healthy space away from COVID-19.
That's an amazing, innovative application right there that uses AI to detect COVID-19 using magnetic waves. But let me just find out from my team right here about how do you feel about this non-invasive approach to detecting COVID-19?
You know, personally, I would want to first of all start by congratulating Tanzania for being the first African country to come up with a non-invasive method of detecting COVID-19. I think this is just marvelous. And I think what amazes me the most is the fact that it has been proven to be 93% effective, which means it works. Now, I think travelers are the ones who stand to benefit from this a lot, although it's going to be a relief for everyone. It's for travelers, it saves them the stress of having to have series of tests before you travel, because anyone who has traveled ever since COVID set in would tell you that before you are allowed to enter an airport, you'd have to do your first COVID test. When you get to your destination, you do another COVID test. When you are ready to come back to wherever you came from, you'd have to conduct another test. When you get to the airport, you'd conduct another test. So basically, if you're traveling for 5 days, you are looking at 4 COVID-19 tests. And it's not for free. It's expensive. So it is saving them the stress. It is also saving us money. A lot of people can't travel because of the cost involved in traveling ever since COVID set in. So I think this is just an amazing news for travelers.
Amazing.
Okay, so I also talk about the invasive test where people had to be tested by drawing blood with syringe, insertion of the nasal or throat swab to test for COVID-19. I bet isn't really a comfortable experience for many. And then another thing is the time taking to get the results from the PCR test. I stand to be corrected though, but I believe it takes several hours and sometimes days. So I think the introduction of the EDE technology, which is the potential de-examination, will save travelers time, stress to arrive at their destination country. And also, you know, we have travelers who have a phobia for the PCR test, which is the nasal, the swab, and then the syringe use. So I think the introduction of this new technological examination makes it easier for the phobic travelers. Yes.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, I think personally now I actually want to travel because if all it takes is just a phone, you just scan me and then it tells if I have COVID or not in a matter of seconds. I think I really want to travel, and now